So firstly, I want to clarify something. That when I post, I open my post by saying that I give all praise and honor to the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, the Christ for sparking my mind. And the reason for me doing that and saying that is because why? It's been through this being, Nature Boy, a video of him that I watched. Is that the first time I watched a video of him, something just sparked in my mind. And since that day, well, I haven't been the same again. And I'm a firm believer that you have to give acknowledgement and respect and honor where acknowledgement, respect and honor is due. If all of us were to live life like that, to respect each other and acknowledge each other and honor each other, like we say we acknowledge and respect and honor God, how different and how more beautiful and how more full of understanding life would have been. So I just wanted to clarify that, and by doing that, all praise and honor to the Honorable Master Teacher Nature Boy, the Christ, for sparking my mind. I love myself. And when I say I love myself, I'm saying it because everything that you say and that you see is caught by your subconscious. And your subconscious does not know the difference between right or wrong, and does not know the difference between you and something else. The subconscious, there's only one subconscious. That is how your subconscious perceives itself. And so your subconscious picks up everything. So when I say I love myself, you hear it in first party. And by hearing it in first party, you in turn tell yourself that you love yourself. And that is what we all should do. By gaining knowledge of self, the first thing that you should do is to love yourself. And to truly love yourself is to understand yourself. Love is understanding. And when I say that love is understanding, you can only truly love something or someone when you say that you understand that something or someone. It is said that God has unconditional love. And to a certain degree that is true. Because why? Through all our ignorances and through all the sin that we have committed through our lives, God understands that we do not know better. Yet it is stated at the time that Jesus was hanged on the cross, He forgave the people because He said they knew not what they do. The same like a parent with their child, even though the child will scratch or kick or bite the parent will not get angry at the child or hate the child, because the parent understands it is only a child. So that is why I say that love is understanding, because only through understanding something in someone will you truly love that someone, because then you understand why it does what it does, why it says what it says, and why it acts like it acts. And what I wanted to get in today again is that people perceive that your soul is inside your body and your body is nothing just but a mechanism for you to navigate through life. Well, I am here to clarify it that there is no difference between your mind, soul, and your body. Your body is merely an extension of your mind, as all in life stems from the mind. Everything that you can think of, everything that you see, even to the phone in your hand, even to the car you drive, was first the thought of someone. And through that thought it was put on paper, and from that paper it was manifested into the physical form. So too is God energy. God is energy in the vastness of the universe. In all that you can think of that we experience in this reality we perceive as life, everything was first thought of God. And through that thought of God, everything came into existence. Even your own body. Now, if everything is a thought of God, that means to say that everything is God. Because in John verse 1, it is stated, well, in John 1 verse 1, it is said that in the beginning was the Word. So let's get this straight. In order for you to have a word, in order for God first to have a word, it should have first had a thought. because all words and everything, like I stated earlier, stems from a thought. So instead of in the beginning was the word, let's say it like it is. In the beginning was the thought, and the thought was with God, and the thought was God. The thought was with God in the beginning, and through thought everything was made, and without thought nothing was made that was made. So that means to say that everything under the sun was thought up and conjured up by God. Even your own body. And by this coming into existence, manifesting through the thought of God, God is the only entity in existence. It is only God, nothing else. Nothing else is outside of God. And God wanted to experience its thoughts. So in order for God to experience its thoughts, God had to divide itself into trillions of pieces. Let's compare it to a glass. When you take a mirror, big mirror, and you throw that mirror on the floor, and it shatters into thousands and thousands of pieces, and you pick up that small piece of mirror, can you say that small piece is no longer a mirror? I don't think so. I think that that small piece is still a mirror. It's just a small piece of mirror, of the bigger mirror. So too are we, small pieces of God, of the bigger body of God. God wanted to experience its thoughts, its creation. And the best way to experience its thoughts, its creation, was through a vessel, through a being, through a vehicle that will be conscious of his actions and words and deeds. So that is why we came into existence. And God chose the best vehicle that it could choose. The human being is the most conscious and most advanced, should have been the most conscious and most advanced beings of all entities on earth. But because we have fallen to the wayside, we have been consumed by our low vibrational thoughts, we have divided ourselves and moved further and further away from God. That is why when truth like this is being spoken to you, it is either you will accept it and hear it, or some of us can't accept it and refuse to hear it. That is what we call cognitive dissonance, because it goes against your belief and what you believe in. In order for you to experience life, true life, you are going to have to honor and praise and protect your own body, because it's only by giving your body the best will it be able for you to experience your mind how it should have been experienced. Because remember, everything is mind, and everything works in a pattern that what goes out comes back to itself. By breathing in, you have to breathe out again. But whatever you eat has to come out again. Whatever you drink has to come out again. The one animal kills the other animal to keep the equilibrium in nature. So too, you have to look after your body in order for yourself to be able to look after your mind. And so too will your mind look after your body. Your body can only be as strong as your mind, and your mind can only be as strong as your body. The one cannot go without the other, because in this plane of existence, this reality what God has conjured and thought up, God needed to experience anything and everything that is part of this reality. And God needed to experience and undergo everything that the human being is going through. Because without this body and without the organisms of this body, it would have not been possible for you to feel hatred, feel sadness, feel anger, feel restlessness. All the human experiences is being conjured up by your pituitary gland, which gives off hormones in your body and makes you feel all these emotions that you are feeling as a human being. And this was all through the can say manufacturing of the thought of God, the Almighty. So, by honoring your body, you will be careful what you put into your body, and you would only want to give your body what it is supposed to be given. Liken it to a car. You will not take a car that drives on petrol and throw diesel in it. You will not throw cool drinks over a flower. So why do you give your body what it's not supposed to consume? I'm not here to point fingers, but the truth will convict those who knows the truth but choose to live otherwise. For the truth will convict those who hears the truth but refuse the truth because it prefers to live like it wants to live. We are not supposed to consume animals, and by doing something, there's many levels to doing something. The first time I chose to not eat animals was merely because it was morally wrong. When my eyes opened, when I became consciously awoke and understood what it is that animals go through in order for us to eat meat, I immediately decided against it, that I will not consume anything that comes from an animal, because what the animals is going through in order for us to eat a piece of meat and enjoy a piece of dairy, it's torture. And not because just of that, you also need to look after your body, as I indicated. Your body is controlled by your genes, and your genes is controlled by your environment, and your genes is inside of your DNA, inside of your cells. And whatever culture medium, that is a scientific word, whatever environment your cells find itself in, your cells will adapt to that and take on that characteristics in order for it to survive. So when you eat the animal that died in the state of fear and in the state of anger and consume that meat, that DNA, that RNA is gonna alter your DNA and your genes. Can't alter your DNA, it will alter your genes, and it will come to fruition, like they say, you become what you eat. So when you eat that animal in that state of fear, in that state of anger, your genes in your body will take on that hormones of that fear and anger. And that is when we have this nightmares, we have this evil thoughts, we are angry most of the time. It is all around us that people kill each other for no reason. People do the most evilest things to each other, and we wonder why. As I'm making this video and I'm talking these things, I'm directing it at myself as well, but more so I'm directing it at my people, because only we as so-called coloreds know what it is we are going through. Because it's only us that at night has to go into our homes and have family members that is consumed by ignorance and confusion and take part in gangsterism and drugs and all these kinds of things. And yet we still feel and believe and push that we need to read the Bible, read the Quran. But still we see that things is getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. And by marching and by protesting, we are only addressing the symptoms. Whereas proclaiming the truth and understanding what life should truly be, we will address the cause of everything. And the cause of everything is ignorance. We are confused and we don't understand the true meanings of life. And these words that I'm speaking is divine truth. It stems from the Son through this being, Nature Boy the Christ. And what I am doing is reflecting the light. Because the light brings everything out in the open. There can only be truth under the light. Nothing can be hidden under the light. So look after your body. Think what you eat. Take care of what you put into your body. And you will see what fruit your mind bears. You will see how calm you become. You can feel in your being the balance that is being restored. But that is only one part of the healing. There is many things that you need to do, because that I just mentioned is one part of the science. It is biology, it is your DNA, your genes, and that is what the people do by looking in this, whatever they call it, to study DNA. That is when they look down in this telescope thingy that they look down into. Then there is another part where you need to study your mind and get to know your true, authentic self, not the one that is being programmed by the society. And that is when you study astrology, the signs, the planets, the houses in the sky. And that again, people is trying to study that by looking through a telescope. And there's a hermetic principle that says, as above, like these people is looking, so below. Everything that you see above, it is playing out below. So everything that is playing out in the universe is playing outside, is playing out inside of your body, inside of your DNA, inside of your gene. So try to understand that. Try to understand the stars, and you will definitely understand why it is you are the way you are. And to just give you to point you in the right direction. Study astrology, study your natal chart. Study biology, study melanin, study grounding, and study quantum physics. This will all give you the ability, and it will give you the opportunity to know things that other people know long before us, but they never wanted us to hear this. They never wanted us to know this. But now in the age of information, where the internet has been designed and the internet has been created, knowledge is available for all of us, and it is up to you to do your due diligence and investigate and do your research. And your inner, your own essence inside of you will tell you what the truth is and what is not the truth. But everything is half truths. You are the one that's gonna have to put the pieces together, and that is the work you're gonna have to put in if you want to be part of the kingdom of heaven, which is upon us very soon. Your body is not separate from your mind, and your mind is not separate from your soul. Everything stems from the same power source, which makes it the same thing. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the whole ocean inside of a drop. It's funny that they call it the solar system, and that we call the spirit that is inside of us the soul. Everything was hidden in plain sight all along, and they call it the solar system because all soul stems from that system. That is the solar system. That is one system of many that God has. It is said in the Bible, my Father has a house, and that house has many mansions. I would not say it if it was not so. So this that we found ourselves in now is a realm of existence, and we can only vibrate here to a certain frequency before you have to ascend out of this dimension and go to the next one. And it's like this how we have to ascend lifetime after lifetime in order for us to connect to the Almighty again and become one. Eat right, treat your body right, give it clean water, give it fresh air. Try to cut down on the genetically modified foods. Teach this to our children if we want to reverse things that we see as happening. But I feel that whatever is happening there, it's too late to put a reverse on that. Because everything that you do to your body, you're doing to nature. you're doing to the earth, because everything is fractal. You are a fractal piece of nature. The earth consists of 80% water. Your body consists of 80% water. There is land organisms on earth. There is land organisms in your body. All the animals, insects, and everything that is on earth is cells working together for the sustainability of earth. All the cells in your body, your white blood cells, red blood cells, skin cells, hair cells, all the cells work together for the sustainability of your body. So whatever you do to your body, you in turn do to earth, and whatever you do to earth, you in turn do to your body. And a cell, one small cell that make up your body, is a fractal piece of you, because 80% of your body is water, 80% of a cell is water. A cell has little organelles in it to make it function, as you also have a lot of other cells to help you function. You are a community of cells. You are one cell of the earth made up of a community of cells. Over 70 billion trillion cells. Something like that. I've posted a video earlier, and I understand that people is going to think, yeah, they're data. They can't watch the whole video. And then I wanted to make small little clip videos. But the divine truth cannot be cut in little small pieces. It's going to have to be taught, it's going to have to be talked, it's going to have to be said. And if you want to put the effort in to know the truth, you're going to sit and listen and do your due diligence to research what I'm saying. Ask me questions, because it has taken me a long time to come out and do these clips. This is fears that you're going to have to overpower. Fears of what other people is going to say about you, what other people is going to think about you. It is also said, if you are ashamed to proclaim my name, I too shall be ashamed to proclaim your name in front of my Father. So to proclaim the kingdom of God, you're going to have to do this with two emphasis. Two emphasis. You're going to proclaim it and say it and mean it. And believe me, sooner or later, I'm going to apply the ultimate to my life, to live in tune with nature. I'm doing my part. I'm taking my steps. And while I'm doing that, while I'm learning, while I'm living it, I'm teaching it, I'm sharing it. Because the truth is not mine. The truth does not belong to one person. The truth belongs to everyone. And if you are chosen, if this words touches your most inner, move, take action, apply it to your life. Look after your body. Love it. Treat it like you will treat your car. Treat it like you will treat your cell phone. Give it the best environment. So that is what I wanted to put out to you today. There is so much more on this I can say, but that is going to take me like 2 hours. There's a lot you can say about the solar system, how life works, why are you the way you are, why is the next one the way he is. Like I say, your soul, and that is the solar system. That solar system projects different souls into this reality. And how does it project different souls? By how the planets move and align. The planet is constantly moving, nothing is standing still. And while the solar system is moving, the planet is moving, the houses is moving, the signs is moving. And babies is being born on earth. And as babies is being born, the first breath that they take coming out of the womb of their mother, they breathe in the cosmic reaction of that positioning of the solar system. And that gives that little baby a soul. That gives the next baby a soul. That gives the next baby a soul. That is why all of us, We perceive life differently. We have different perspectives to different situations. Even if you grew up in the same house as twins, you will have different perspectives and different views, with the sole purpose of giving God the opportunity to experience life as everything from different perspectives and different views. You are not separate from God. You are God in human form. You are the Son of Man. You are the Son in human form. The Son projects everything here. Everything stems from the Son. All information stems from the Son. That is the mind, the thought of God. The thoughts of God bringing everything into existence. Every situation that you find yourself in, you created it. Like you say, God created life. You are the God that creates situations. You are the one that makes conscious decisions without being aware that you have a subconscious. And the people that is trying to keep us distracted while they are busy killing and destroying, while they are busy to kill, steal and destroy, they are keeping us distracted with all these other irrelevant things like social media. Why do you use your social media? You use it to post pictures of you going places, having things. I choose to use my social media to spread messages, to spread truth, to spark minds. People know me, people know where I come from. So to some of you it might be, what is up with Franco? But I know what is up. And I want to tell you what is up. I want to show you what is up. I want to be part of the kingdom of God when that time comes. And soon and it's near. And my steps I'm taking is all in divine timing. My people, my so-called colored people, we need help. We need the truth. We need the way. The old ways don't work anymore. It's proven daily, it doesn't work anymore. Going to masjid, going to church, standing on the corners and preaching, going to houses and doing dawah, it doesn't work. There's another way. There's a true way. You're not separate from God. God is not going to save you. You must save yourself. You must put the work in. Study self. Get to know yourself. Love yourself first. Then you can love someone else. How can you say you love someone but you smoke cigarettes? How can you say love someone but you drink alcohol, you eating meat, and you see around you everybody just dying of diabetes, dying of heart attacks, dying of high blood pressure, dying of cancer, but you still go on and eat the meat. The juice is flowing and smoking and drinking all at the same time. Knowing and hearing that animals is being raped and murdered daily for you to enjoy this, but still you do it. What is that? I'm not judging, I'm reminding you. And I know what I'm talking about because I come from it. Don't just think it, try and feel it, what that animals is going through. What earth is going through. Nothing is dead on earth. Everything is alive. Everything has feelings and emotions. And everything that is suffering on earth is because of the human race. By the decisions of the human race. And you can't say it's not you because you're part of the human race. If you want to see a change, change yourself. Change starts with you. And that is what I decided. I'm not gonna stop and try to change people. I can't change people, but I'm gonna try and change myself. and be an example to the next. And be an example to the next. But it doesn't say I'm not exempt from the human experience. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that I still have to experience life like God intended for me. This is part of my experience. Can I get through this? Can you find the balance between this? And utilize your resources that you have to return to where that you used to be, the natural way of living. Where you're going to experience clean air, clean water, pure organic fruit. You're going to surround you with people that think the way that you think. Because everything, your whole environment influences you. Life, the whole life, everything about life is sex. S-E-X. It's a sacred energy exchange. You exchange energy with everything. That's why sometimes you can feel that your partner's vibe is off. Because you can feel the energy. You have more than 5 senses. You have intuition as well. With your pineal gland. But our pineal gland is being calcified so we can be docile. How can I say? Our pineal gland is being calcified by your toothpaste, your shower water, what you eat, TV. It's making you like a horse that just stays in front of you. All the while, next to you, everything is happening. Everything is happening. But because our pineal gland is being calcified, is being dumbed down, we only focus on our thing. I must pay my house, I must pay my phone, I must work on my children to put them in school so they can also be as dumb as me and think that they are smart. That is what the evil one is doing, people in their low vibrational thoughts is doing, which is also God putting that in front of us. That is hurdles that we should get over, run around, crawl under, but get over it we should. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. This was on my mind and was on my heart. And I had to put it out there. I have a mind that just runs all over the place. When I want to say something else comes up. So I have to stay focused and stay to my message. But I'm going to leave it there and leave you with this. I love myself. Peace to the gods.